back to this ninth English class. I hope you all are fine, and I believe that you have already completed the previous class homework and your fair notes. Today we are going to learn a new lesson. The title is What is a player? What is a player? This is a poem written by Jessica Taylor. So before going to the lesson, let's see the author. Jessica Taylor was born in Louisiana. She is a young poetess. She has developed her love for music and poetry at an early age. Most of her poems have focused on emotional issues with an emotional touch. Loneliness, I miss you, I hate, and I am worried are some of her popular poems. So today we are going to learn the poem What is a Player? What is the meaning of the title? What is a player? In this poem, the poet is speaking about the qualities of a true player. So what do you think? What are the good qualities of a player? How one can become a good player or the greatest player? So here some of the qualities are there. The qualities should have for a good player. First of all, who does not give up at the sight of defeat. Please open your book on page 36. Page 36. I will read the lesson, then I will explain. A player is one who doesn't give up at the sight of defeat, but learns from their mistakes and puts them beneath. A player is one who doesn't give up at the sound of the buzzer, always giving what they have from one side of the court to the other. What is the meaning of this paragraph? The first quality of a player we have seen who does not give up at the sight of defeat. So whenever we are participating in a competition or if in the match, whatever it is, there will be two teams. So one will win the game, one will lose the game. In everybody's life, there is the possibility of success and failure, winning and losing the game. So here the point is speaking that the player is one who doesn't give up at the sight of defeat. So when we are participating in a competition, so in the first game we will not win. Then we are deciding that again I will not play. That is not the quality of a true player. The quality of the true player is this. He has to fight or he has to try until he reaches the final goal. Gives up. Of course, he may know that he won't win the race. He won't get the prize. But even if he was not ready to quit the game, he was ready to practice or he was ready to try until he reached the goal. So that is the quality of a first quality of a good player, but learns from their mistakes and puts them beneath. A good player, he learns from the mistakes. If he did any mistake, but he never repeat it, he learns from his mistakes, is ready to change or accept that mistake and make any changes, was ready to make that change. So that is the second quality of a player. Learns from the mistake. So he will not repeat the same mistake again. He was not bothered about the mistake. So he will forget that mistake and he learn from that mistake and he will go ahead for attaining his goal. A player is one doesn't give up at the sound of the buzzer. A good player was not ready to or he is never stop at the sound of the buzzer. Always giving what they have from one side of the court to the other. A good player, he always tries to move ahead, go ahead. He never go back. He never goes back. He never think to give up or to quit from the game. He was ready to, or he is ready to face all the difficulties in the life. He was ready to face all that difficulties to attain his goal. So that is the quality of a good player. Then look at the second paragraph. A player is one who doesn't whine about their playing time because a player knows it is an unacceptable crime. A player is one who practices game speed, always keeping in mind that their shots are not guaranteed. Listen. A player is one doesn't whine about their playing time. What is the meaning of whine? W-H-I-N-E. W-H-I-N-E. Whine. Whine means complain. Anything about the time. He will not complain that so and so reasons I defeat or I will not win the game. No. Say good player does not whine about their playing time. So he never complaining about their playing time because a player knows it is an unacceptable crime. So while playing, if you are complaining, that is a crime, unacceptable crime. So a good player, he never complains about anything. A player is one who practices game speed. Each and every game, they have their own techniques, their own speed, their own strategies. If I am participating in a match, so one day match or one day test, then according to that, I will do my practice. If it is a series of match for 10 days or 5 days, then according to that, I have to do the practice. I have to develop the techniques or I have to use the techniques in my game or in my play. The situations may be changing every day. But without any complaining, a good player is ready to do practice until he reaches the goal. We can look into our life. Now the situation is changed. Now we are not in a situation that you have to come into school and sit in the classrooms and learn. So what we have to do, we should not complain the situation, but what we have to do, we have to update ourselves. We have to do practice. We have to try until we reach the final goal. So that is the quality of a good player. So whenever we are looking into our life, we have to do our level best. We should not satisfy with the minimum. The next paragraph. A player is one who doesn't settle for anything less, even knowing that they are not the best. They will be the one who see outside practicing day or night, rain or shine. They are the ones running or hurt angles, admitting they are fine. What does it mean? A player is one who doesn't settle for anything less. So that's I taught. We should not be satisfied with the minimum. We have to work for until we reach the final goal. To give our level best. Sometimes we know we are not the best, but what we can do, we can give our best. Try for our level best. That is the best thing what we can do. Why he or she can win the first rank in the class? Why he or she can score the first rank, or why he can score the second rank or third rank in the class? Then why can't I? You have to ask. If she or he can score the first or second rank, then why can't I? For that we had to do hard work. We had to practice daily. So here it's speaking about they will be the ones you see outside practicing day or night, rain or shine. They are the ones running on hard angles, admitting they are fine. So a good player is ready to work from the dawn to dusk, from early morning to till evening. So even if they are getting a free time, they are ready to do practice. Always they are ready to do practice. So they should attain the best. So they want to give their level best for their team or wherever they are. So that's why, my dear students, what we have to do, we have to work hard. We have to try our level best, whatever we are doing. So we have to try our level best in order to attain something, not to reach somewhere. So the last paragraph, a player is one who has a strong, sensible mind, never pondering about failing, only contemplating prevailing. A player is one who doesn't chicken out, who wants to be in the game when everything counts. Now that is a true player. A player is one who has a strong and sensible mind. That's another quality of a good player. A good player has a strong and sensible mind. Never pondering about failing, only contemplating prevailing. Pondering means what? Thinking about something carefully for a period of time. So they never pondering about failing. They should not think about their failures in the past. If always we are thinking about the failures, we won't attain anything. So what we have to do, we have to forget the failures of our past and we have to look into our future. We have to look in front, not in the past. Whatever happened in the past. No. So a good player is like this. He never pondering about failing, only contemplating prevailing. So they should not think about their failures of the past, but what they do, they focus on the present game. So they focus on the present. Past is gone. So they are focusing only on the present game. What is going now? What we can attain now? They'll focusing only on the present. A player is one who doesn't chicken out, who wants to be in the game when everything counts. A true player is one who is never afraid of anything. Because if you are participating in a competition, we know there are two options: win the game or lose the game. There are many participating in the game, but only one can attain or win the game. So what we have to do, if this time we are not able to win the game, but what we have to try for the next time. So my dear students, what we have to learn from this poem. So there are lot of qualities are given in this poem. What are the good qualities of a true player? That is, who doesn't give up at the sight of defeat. Then the second point, who does not whine about their playing time. And third, who doesn't settle for anything less, who doesn't chicken out. So these are the good qualities of a true player. My dear students, in our day-to-day life, we are facing lot of difficulties. Sometimes we have to face the failures. The failures are not the end. That is only the first step to attain the success. So my dear students, what we have to do, we have to try until we reach the goal. We have to face all the difficulties. So success, we have to accept that success and failures are the part of anybody's or everybody's life. You can't say that I don't want any failure in my life. My dear students, you have to learn how to handle such a situation. How I had to face a failure in my life. This poem tells us that we have to create a balanced personality, a balanced character. We never give up when the failures come into our life. So, dear students, you have to remember success and failures are part of our life. So, my dear students, what you have to remember in our day-to-day life, we have to face lot of difficulties, failures, and at the same time success. So the important thing is that how we are handling the failures. I hope you understood the lesson, the meaning of the lesson, and you have to read this lesson and learn the word meaning given in your text. Thank you. Have a nice day.